No, we're glad to be here. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight.
We love you guys.
Yes. So tonight's agenda, we wanted to pick the brains of Mouse Talk because we have just over 2 weeks before you're down there.
Sounds like a 10-minute stream.
We want the experts. We want to know what it's been like down in the parks, and somewhat want to get their take on things, and we want to get what to expect, that type of stuff, as well as we have some questions for them and some other mousekeeping stuff. And I guess we should start by being good hosts and welcoming everyone in the chats. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see who's in the chats. Who was here first? Caitlin was here first, I believe. Yep. Make it blue. Let's get ready to have some fun. Yes, let's have some fun. Rachel, welcome in. Matt, welcome in. I'm glad your dad is home. Yes. I'm glad you got your hair cut and you're feeling a lot better now.
I know.
So awesome.
And he got his Hallmark ornaments, and
everybody's getting their Hallmark ornaments. We got to check out the Hallmark store, I guess. Welcome into Philly Crew. Welcome in. James Ryan. Hello. Hey, James. He's heading down very soon. Is he going to be eating with you guys?
Yes, he is.
Oh,
sweet.
Him.
Yeah.
Depending how you look at it.
Yeah. Let's see. Scrolling down here. There's Ryan. There's the other half. Oh, there they are. The Philly Crew. Yep. He calls us the Fabulous Four from the Commonwealth, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the Virginia Commonwealth?
From Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Home of Sam Adams, right? Maybe.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Or the president.
Something just happened. The thing jumped. It jumped like a mile.
I got a super chat.
The Philly Crew. Ooh, we got a super chat. Wendy Lou Who. Oh, we got one up there. We haven't got to it yet. Wendy, welcome in.
Yes. Hi, Wendy.
Making movies with Alex Brunner.
Very cool.
He's made that name change.
Yes.
To match his stop motion movies that he does with the Legos is awesome.
Very cool. I would have no patience for that.
With
Legos will be flying around.
Voiceover work. If you guys need some voiceover work, get in touch with Alex. I'm sure he'll help you out.
Very cool.
All right. There it is. Wendy Lou Who. We got a super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you, Wendy. What a lovely surprise. I've been made blue. Thank you so much. Oh, don't cry. Thank you for accepting the rank.
Yes. Thank you for being part of the family.
Walt, they want to see Camden already.
Oh, that must be Rachel.
That's Rachel. Rachel wants to see Camden.
I'll send you a picture later.
Surfer girl, welcome in. Your chemo must be over with now,
I
right?
know. I want to ask. Tell us how you're feeling. How you doing?
How's it going?
Yeah. Oh, Samantha's in here. Hey, Samantha.
Samantha Paxton.
Paxton, right?
Yep. Samantha Paxton.
Yeah. Well, Charlie Stacy. Hello, Sophie. And special hello to my pal, Avery. Well, thank you.
Yeah, so before we came down here, he was like, can you check and see if there's any new comments?
All right. I think that's everybody, right?
Captain Akron's in the house, too.
Oh,
Captain Akron. Did we miss him? How did we miss Captain Akron? It was jumping a couple times there.
Yeah.
I am sorry if I miss you, but Captain Akron, welcome in.
Yes.
Awesome. If I miss you guys, repost, please, because I am sorry. If it jumped. But yes. So tonight, thank you all for being here. We are going to start with some park talk with Mouse Talk. Park talk. All right.
There he is. I see him now.
There he is. Captain Akron, welcome in, buddy.
There he is.
All right. Should we start with Universal Studios Parks 1 and 2?
Oh, listen. Sorry.
What are you doing now?
Last chemo
is tomorrow. Oh, okay. Maybe it's weekly or something.
You get to ring the bell.
Oh, that's good.
That is awesome. Charlie has not rung the bell because he hasn't made it through the.
We were waiting for 2 years, and we all know how that happened. But now, we're gonna wait a little longer for this one. So Just
You got 2 more years before you can
because, all
ring
right?
that
Just
bell.
because. But
Mhm.
yes, ring that bell with pride and ring it loud. And congrats from us.
Yes.
All right.
Dougie's in the house too.
Dougie.
Who's in the house?
Oh,
Dougie,
Dougie's in the house.
he's
see,
here.
Why am I missing these
Charlie is the controller of the mouse, and this is what happens, people.
people? Where? I don't see him.
There he is.
There he is, right there. Okay. He's saying, "Look at all these beautiful people," and he just got his eyes.
Yeah.
He's got.
You
Yeah.
know we're beautiful people. Let me put up. I'll put
It's
up.
either that or he's lying.
There's the beautiful people. There
Yeah.
you go. There you go. There you go.
They're glowing because they live down in Florida. Hello.
Well, so you should thank Dougie because he's the one that suggested black books to us.
Oh,
And now
yes.
you wanted to watch
We're
it a
rewatching
second
it.
time.
We're rewatching it.
It's a
I
big
love
kick
it.
out of
I
it,
love
yeah.
it so much. They just I want to say something to Samantha. She's got sad news.
Oh, Pat.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
Oh,
And David Stevens is
David
here. Happy
Stevens.
Wednesday.
David Stevens, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you.
Right? Happy Wednesday.
happy Wednesday.
We're supposed to get storms so we can say Happy Wednesday.
If we go out, it becomes the Mouse Talk Show. If we get blocked out from lightning and thunder and
Yes, you
Whatever.
guys got to carry us.
Yeah.
Black Books is grade
I'm
A.
up here too.
So Frico says that she still has to have surgery. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Charlie had the surgery before all the chemo and stuff, and you're having it after the fact. That's
Yeah,
weird, huh?
sometimes. Yeah, they're all
That's
different.
weird.
It's just like
Well, it's
weird.
true. That's so true. Everything's different. I heard you watching Dougie with his talking about his laser eye thing.
He's funny.
I have to watch that. I was working
Yes.
during the week.
Yeah.
During the day, I was working. So
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch it, but I want to see and hear what you have to say.
I didn't see it. Get it? See it?
You were too busy in the parks. No.
Yeah.
Gee, look
Well,
at
Melissa was
this.
working.
Miss Shady over here. She's throwing shade at everybody.
Yeah, see, it's the hat.
Look
Blame the hat.
upstairs.
Well, this has been fun. Thank you.
Happy hat.
Up there. We're walking out on you. You're doing a social.
That's right. Me and Melissa can just talk about food. All right, go ahead.
Universal Studios. Can we get to the Universal
Sure,
Studios, please?
sure,
We
I
did come
guess
here for
so.
Park Talk.
Okay, go ahead.
D&G Explorers is here.
Wow, man. DJ's here.
This is all we're going to do tonight. Just talk about everybody coming in.
Are you getting like early
Retirement? Probably.
advance warning? It's not even showing up. D&G is not even.
Jonathan Chong is
Jonathan Chong's here.
Really?
He's messing with us, isn't he?
No, he's
No,
here.
they're there.
Oh,
Yes,
there's
DJ.
You
We
got,
just
this
got-
thing's like 5
okay.
minutes behind you. I don't know why.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so let me pull it up on my phone.
Charlie and Stacy are here.
That's good to know.
James Ryan says, Stacy and
Jonathan
Melissa.
Chong, welcome in. D&G Explorers, welcome in. I got some really great news right before the stream started. We've been stressing out. We sent them a package.
Oh my god.
We're supposed to arrive with them on the 9th, okay? We had tracking. They're supposed to arrive, guaranteed on the 9th. They got it today. Today's the 22nd.
Oh,
On top of it, I lost the receipt, so if it didn't arrive, I have no way to track it.
Well, we had one
I have
last
everybody
chance of
else's
talking to them.
receipts that everyone's gotten, but the one that didn't arrive on the day, I couldn't find the super receipt.
of course.
Yeah.
So
That's
I,
good. But they got it, though. But they got it. That's good.
They
today,
got
yeah,
it,
So
they
we're
got
so
it.
relieved. I was so
Yeah,
happy.
because-
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Package we were expecting at least we're at 4 or 5 days ago. Something else I had that got delayed. I keep getting messages saying they're resending it. It's been a mess.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't charge you for
Right.
getting it a certain day and then it's 2 weeks later. Give me a break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think they should. I think it should be free.
Refund.
They should pay for the package.
Yeah, we could maybe ask for refund if we had a slip. Oh, how's that for some shade? There you
All
go.
right.
Right. All right. So, Universal Studios.
Yes.
We've been noticing that we obviously they opened before Disney.
Mm-hmm.
They were like the test dummies for Disney, I think.
Okay.
But but they've been doing pretty good with their mask and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
In regards to,
I'll say this: if they're the test dummies for Disney, they passed the test with flying colors.
okay,
Yeah.
I thought, and you, I think, can back me up on this. I thought for the most part they did a really good job. Usually Disney's first to do everything, and everybody follows suit with them. This time Universal, I don't know if they beat them to the punch or if Disney just wanted to wait to see how they did. Also, Disney's also 3 times larger than Universal, so they have a lot more to do than Universal does. But I think Universal has done a very good job with the social distancing, how they handle going in and out of stores. They haven't done a reservation system. They just come on in, but they're also not Disney, so they're not going to hit. They've never hit capacity.
Are they announcing like Disney is every so often about the mask and everything?
the safety announcement.
Not over an intercom.
Yes, they do.
No?
Do?
Oh, in Universal.
At Universal?
I don't remember that. Okay.
I don't
Well, we haven't been in a couple weeks now, so I don't
do,
remember, but I guess they do.
Maybe I'm just thinking of when you go in, because as you're entering City Walk, they do.
Okay.
They have like a.
They have a person.
announcement.
They have a person that's on a stage. Yeah, they
Oh,
have the
that
guy.
too, but they also have a recording.
Oh, do
that
they?
plays, yeah.
So I guess we haven't been to Universal because we don't know.
No, I'm pretty
Wow.
sure they do.
Okay.
They do. Because everything I tend to correlate, I'm like, oh, that's very much when we're in Disney now. I'm like, oh, that's just like Universal. That's just like Universal.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all set up very similarly. Few little things that are different, but ultimately a lot of similarities for sure.
Do you feel that they need to announce it every so often to remind people, or is it an overkill?
Do you think it's a reminder?
I think it's. I think if they did it once every half an hour, that's enough. Or once an hour, that should be enough because you're getting constant reminders visually everywhere. It's on the ground, it's in the air, it's on the the signs that are hanging. The people are saying stuff to you, so you're getting constant reminders anyway. So to need it over the intercom, if they're going to do it once an hour, I think would be fine. Because
Does it
then you're
take
only
away
really talking
from-
if the park's only open 8 hours, you're only talking 8 times you're going to hear it.
times,
That's not that bad.
And as
True.
you're getting on rides, they'll also remind you, at least in Universal, to keep your masks on the entire time. If they actually have you monitored, like we were on the Hogwarts Express, and they announced, because people think you can't be seen in there, they announced that you're under surveillance. And we were on the ride at one point, and the people in the car next to us took their masks off, and they stopped everything in the middle and said something, and they were like, reminder. We
Two
can see
people
you.
wearing the blue.
And of
and
course, they
green
messed it up for everybody else because as they got off, they're all laughing and thinking they're funny. But but yeah, they're monitoring. And what they do is, if they see that, we had another case where someone did that on the Cat in the Hat ride. They stopped it, completely cleaned that ride vehicle just because someone took their face mask down.
Wow.
So they made the effort to clean the vehicle
Mm-hmm.
before they let anybody sit in that one again. So.
It's just like because we've been watching a lot of videos, obviously, and live
I'm
streams.
hearing it
and
more in
you're
Epcot.
Hearing those announcements it's kind of depressing.
Well, no, my thing is well, first we gotta welcome in Ryan McDowell
Welcome in, Ryan.
And
I
being the
was
girls in
and
Jack.
the girls as well.
on Shep's show with
Good
Ryan, I
morning.
think, one time, and yeah, being the girls, welcome.
The times that I've heard the announcement has been mostly the Epcot live streams I've seen, and I feel like it takes away from.
Talking Universal.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. But I don't feel like, for me, I don't know, maybe it's because I can tune things out pretty easy, and it becomes just kind of, when you're there,
Yeah.
you get the music and everything else around you is so much louder. And I don't know if that's because there's fewer people in the park. It doesn't seem to bother me. And Walt obviously doesn't hear it. So it's all good. So I don't think once you get there, I think you notice things more when you're in the video, you're looking for stuff. But in the parks, I've never thought of it as being a bother or something that takes away from the magic.
Well, that's good.
Because you're always surrounded by the other sights and sounds of the things you love so much.
Yeah.
that
That's good.
I haven't felt that way anyway.
I was afraid it was gonna kind of.
Yeah, no.
No.
At least I don't feel that way.
Was there any ride in like Universal, either of the Universal parks that was closed that you were surprised that was closed, or that you disappointed was closed?
No, none of the rides were closed.
That's awesome.
So they're all
Every shops and restaurants were closed. Every ride was open. I can't think of one ride that was not.
Yeah, you're right.
Fear Factor, but Fear Factor has been permanently closed now.
Mm-hmm.
But even the Animal Actors, that was still open. You could do that. I guess some of the high touch place areas were closed.
More little kids zones.
Like the Five-O Play area was closed.
The zoo in Seuss Landing, I have a zoo or something, but they're all things that kids climb on. So those are closed, but they're for little kids, so they don't affect us as adults or older kids. So all of the grown-up attractions are open. And I did like too, I really love the monster show in Universal. And I like what they're doing. Because when you go into an auditorium with them, they will lead you in so many at a time, and they kind of walk you through the process to like go here to the end of this row, and they have the seats blocked, like where it's 4 together, 3 apart, 4 together, and they have like signs on them, don't sit here. And they'll walk you in and they'll have seat 1 row, and then they skip a row and go back and seat the next row. And then when you leave, they have you go out 1 row at a time too, which I like. And I haven't seen that at Disney as much. They kind of do a free for all, even though they have the spacing.
What she means by that is literally someone will be there and say, you sit here, here, and here.
Mm-hmm.
They literally will point to where you're going to sit.
Wow.
And I like that.
And Disney's not doing that. Disney's just opening it up and saying, if it's marked, if it's marked, don't sit here.
Yeah.
If it's not marked, you can sit there, stay with your party. So it is kind of a free for all.
Yeah.
But
people will stop in the middle and not move all the way down. Now, granted, this could be because these attractions are big and there are not that many people in the park yet. They may change that because, like, the Muppet Theater is pretty large and they don't fill it. They didn't fill it before usually. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's why they figure there's plenty of space for people to go in, not sit next to each other, and you're okay. But I did like at Universal where they let people go out 1 row at a time. They instruct you so they know you're keeping the space in between and not everybody's converging out at the same time through the outdoors. I kind of like that process a little bit.
Yeah. I'm picturing getting off a Soarin', right? Everyone undoes their seatbelt and you just all hurt out.
Yeah,
there's no rhyme or reason.
They did do that.
Yeah, that's how they did it. They didn't take it 1 row at a time. I got on it today, and that's basically what happened.
Although they had us get on 1 row at a time and let us in, but getting off was just
isn't that funny?
Oh, yeah. Little things
kind
like
of defeats the purpose, right?
I'm gonna be going, okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can just wait probably, and then wait till everybody goes. I'll do that. I'll just stand back and wait till everybody else, and then we'll walk.
Right.
A lot of times, I'll just be like, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
We call her Auntie Laura, James. Auntie Laura, not Aunt Laura. Or Avery calls her Auntie Loser Laura.
That's because Jamie taught him
that's
that.
That's a term of endearment. Totally.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right. So the crowds at Hollywood Studios has me feeling a little iffy if I were to visit. Yes, we've been seeing lots of big crowds at Hollywood Studios.
But I'm hearing it's in certain
sections.
Yeah.
We're going to try to do the.
That's the hardest part to get into.
So for Universal, if we're going to keep on the Universal side.
Yeah, sure.
Was there like Beetlejuice out? Like, did you see a lot of the characters?
The Blues Brothers.
Lots of characters. We actually have a video on that where we went and tried to see as many characters as we could, and I think we saw 30 characters.
They've done really well.
They're out.
We did see that. Yeah,
we watched that, didn't we?
Yeah, they're out. I mean, they really are out, and they're out often.
Yeah.
And I like the way they do it. Again, it's socially distanced, but it's you can still see them. They're out, and it's been really nice to see the characters out for sure.
I'm going to make a comment on James' comment about Epcot. They just recently changed. You know how they said initially, if you're walking around, you can take your mask down to eat or drink as you're walking. That's changed. So if you're in a park now and you want to eat or drink, you have to find a place to move off to the side and sit down and then take off your mask. So that is something that the parks weren't doing initially that at least Disney's doing now.
I heard the cast vendors are strict with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where the rubber's going to meet the road with me, because I actually have a problem with that. Maybe someone can enlighten me, but here's my issue. You can go into an enclosed space, sit down, and take your mask off for an extended period of time to eat. But you're telling me I can't be outside in the open air and take my mask off to take 2 or 3 bites and then put it back on? I don't understand that comment. I don't understand that concept to me. That's a double standard.
I think people are actually following that rule, though.
I understand that, but you're still outside in the open air. And it's not like it's one thing if they're leaving it off the entire time they're in the park. I get you. But if I'm sitting at a restaurant for an hour and a half with my mask off, that's okay while I'm eating. But I'm outside and I got a soda in my hand and I'm taking a drink, holding it, taking another drink and holding it for 5 minutes, and that's a problem. I don't understand that.
That's due to people.
They don't want people walking around
taking
with a
advantage.
drink like this, and then I'm holding the drink. I'm
5 hours later, I
then
still
they
have
walk
the drink.
around the whole.
That's the problem. I think people are doing that, and
I think they took advantage. Yeah.
That's the issue, because I don't think you should take a drink of water. You're wanting to stay hydrated, and put it right back on.
But to tell me I have to move off to the side, I mean that now we're really going to a step that to me we're almost bordering. Again, this is me, and I know this is going to make people upset. Ludicrous, as to where we're going with this. But again, they're going to do everything. They're going to take every single step to make sure there's no liability on their end, period.
And I get
it. I get it. But I mean, at some point, I'm like,
doesn't mean it's not frustrating, but I get
they're gonna have to catch me alive first, Walt. I'm gonna rebel. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be playing all the tricks. I'm gonna be like this, pointing up in the sky. Oh, it's Godzilla! I'll be doing there.
We're gonna welcome in Jim from More Sunshine, please.
Jim is here. Welcome in, Jim. How close are you to your numbers, Jim? He's getting so close. He was like 220 yesterday. That was before his show, I think.
Yeah.
And now he must be like 120 or 100. Must
or
be so
one.
Or maybe 1.
Do you have any other Universal Studios?
No, nothing specific to them, but to that. I just wanted to run through all the parks because different parks have different situations handling.
Okay.
So I guess we should go into Magic Kingdom. Did you have any questions for them? In regards to
I didn't have per park. I just had general questions.
All right. Well, if you want to ask them, go ahead. Evening. Let me check.
So when you went into the Disney parks, was there a snack or a dessert that you guys said, I have to get it when you first came back into the parks?
Well, I really wanted a waffle, but it didn't happen. But that's because we ended up getting a last-minute reservation to eat dinner at Liberty Tree, which was great. So I was like, I guess I better skip the waffle.
How's Liberty Tree? We're going there for the first time in like 10 years.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
We love Liberty
I love Liberty Tree.
We've eaten there about 4 times.
We ate there just last week, and it was awesome. I mean, it was really, really good. It was really, really good. Fresh, hot. We got second. We finished up the first plate. We said, bring out another one.
That raises a question for me about so what have you guys been noticing, all right, in regards to vlogger meetups and whatnot? If you're going out to dinner with each other, like say if we met with you guys down there, theoretically or whatever, would you guys, we're sitting at the same table now, we're taking our mask off, are people handshaking, are they hugging if they know each other? Is like, because we noticed like Jackie and Nate and other people there, when they get together as a group, they're not family, but they're just treating each other as family.
Right.
Have you guys met other vloggers where you guys, all of a sudden you guys are now a group and you can go on the rides together, treated as one group, or do you think people are frowning upon that?
I think it depends.
On the person.
It depends on the group. Yeah. We went to breakfast one morning with This Our Dream and It's Joey's World, and we all sat at the table this close with our masks off. We went back out to dinner with This Our Dream again. We've been out with them a lot and taken our masks off, and it's totally comfortable. But everybody's different. There may be somebody we go out to dinner with, and they may not want to do that. So
we'll let
You didn't
everybody
swab
else.
them first, and
Say again?
you didn't swab them first with the.
No.
No, I didn't swab them. No.
But
Okay, so
it all depends too what you're bringing home with you too in terms of family. You have to think about your family situation. You know,
yeah,
we don't have any kids at home. We don't have any older parents at home. Or it's just the two of us. So if we feel comfortable, we may be more lenient than most people might be because it's really just him and I.
yeah. I don't want to go. If I see someone that's close, I don't want to go up and hug them now that they're freaked out and now they want to leave the park and go shower.
We'll almost have a communication where you look, and we'll even ask, we'll be like, "Are you okay with?" Okay,
Well, yeah. I mean, in a time like this, I have absolutely no problem with people being perfectly honest and saying, "Are you okay with a hug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay with a handshake?"
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we'll say.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we handshake? Do you mind if we hug? And if they say no, I'd rather not.
No,
I'm not going to take it personally at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
right now. It's the world we're in. It's the atmosphere that we have. Everybody takes that extra precaution. It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But we haven't yet. I've not felt uncomfortable. If somebody asks me for a hug, I'm probably going to give them a hug.
Yeah.
If somebody asks to give me a handshake, I'm going to shake their hand. And we're all going to hand sanitize afterwards, and it's no disrespect to anyone. It's just it doesn't mean anything. But yeah, that's and then after a hug, I'm going to hand sanitize my whole body. Just kidding.
Ryan has already told us he's
Yeah.
team hug.
Team hug, yay! See,
Yeah.
I'm worried about Avery.
Avery's
very paranoid about the virus.
Sure.
And,
well, he doesn't give hugs in
anyway,
a normal
he goes
situation.
the sideways thing.
He'll scooch up
Yeah.
maybe or whatever.
That's his thing. But he's very paranoid about the virus, and he really hasn't left the house except for once.
Yeah.
And we were in the car, and we did the car parade at his school.
Oh,
So
wow.
he hasn't really been out. He talks about the virus every day. He mentions something about the virus. It's the virus and the riots. Those are the two things that he's like,
Wow.
are we gonna when we're driving down? He's worried about the riots.
Oh,
We're gonna so he's gonna be in a park where everyone's wearing masks. I have no idea how he's going to
I think he's gonna be
handle
fine.
it.
He's gonna be with us. He'll feed off of us, and if we're calm,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be calm. So.
He's reacting okay to you guys going though?
Yeah.
Okay, he's not
Said
worried.
he's going,
he's
but we won't know until he's there
Right.
and see how he reacts.
Oh, he's definitely excited, and he wants to go. And
He wants to
everything.
eat all the
wants
food
to
there.
Eat everything.
That's good.
But,
so
it's just I think it's going to come down to if we're calm, he's going to be calm. He'll feed
Right.
off of us.
It just would be like, say if we see you guys and if we hug, because that's just the instinct that we'll have.
Don't take it personally.
I don't know
If
how he
doesn't
will
hug,
be.
yeah,
Like
he
I
doesn't
really
know.
don't know how
No,
he
that's
I'm not
fine.
gonna force him to do that.
You know?
I don't even like hugging Melissa.
Yeah, so it's one of those things I don't know. We'll have to see his vibe.
So Jim's magic number is 183. That's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome. You'll be there probably by next week or the week after. And I swear, once we got it, once they get the notice and you're able to do the paperwork or the application or whatever, it was
quick.
It was 24 hours. It was
Yeah,
for
it
us.
was
It was
quick.
very, very quick.
Yeah.
So it was awesome.
Jim makes a good point about his videos too. He says he's worried too. He says that's why he doesn't allow his videos to go viral. He says #responsible. It's true. It's very true. I mean, those videos can catch it very easily, and if they go viral, there's no turning back.
No turning back.
Yes.
So he's got a good point. That's why we make our videos so terrible, is so they don't go viral.
We make sure there's certain quality levels not.
We make sure our quality level never hits a good level.
Wendy Lou says we won't get any rides done for all the hugging. I'm a massive hugger.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, it's just the instinct. When you meet people, we talk to everybody. So it's like,
Yeah.
Did we hit everybody that came in?
I think so.
Popped in.
Well, don't hit anybody. I mean,
Rob Martin.
let them to come back.
Rob's here.
Rob Fuzz.
Welcome in. No, Robert Martin.
Sorry. And Robert Fuzz.
Rob Fuzz is here too?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are getting spoilers.
I know you guys are getting it before we are.
Oh,
Sorry.
Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
There he is. He just showed up.
Yeah, I can hear us
That's
horn.
funny.
Jim's hitting it for us. I can hear it from Jim's house.
All right, since we're talking Disney, or even Universal.
Yeah, you can. Okay, you can open up the whatever.
All right.
I
So,
didn't want to.
watching some of the live videos, there's different people are going in and going live. Ones that we've been seeing that's new to us. And there's one thing that happens, and it makes them very emotional, and it hits them.
Seeing us.
Seeing most talks, yes.
Was there any one thing that you saw that triggered, oh my God, like we're here, we're back?
Finally, after 4 months being able to be back.
Yeah. Was there anything that you, like a character or the castle?
Yeah, just walking in. It's like,
I went for a pass holder preview with just Mason and I, the day before Melissa went. I've always had this. I always have a tradition that whenever I walk in for the first time and I walk, through the main circle right there and head towards Castle for the first time, I always look up and I thank God for the opportunity to be back, because there are many people that don't get a chance to ever go to Disney, and we've been blessed with that opportunity to go quite often. And I do find it as a blessing, and I always thank the Lord for that. It's always emotional for me. So that's the one thing for me, just being back for the first time. It really makes you realize how lucky we are to be able to go, because for some people, they'll never go. And but yes, for me, same thing. It was just looking down Main Street for that first time and hearing the music, and it was nice to be back.
Yeah, it kind of reminds us when usually on the last day of all of our trips, when we're leaving for the last time, it's like, okay, we're very grateful that we were there, but we're like, okay, hopefully next year we get to come back.
Yeah,
and
we'll turn around and say bye to
enough,
the castle. Or
so hard.
Nothing, because we know nothing is
Nothing certain,
stone or anything, so
except stone.
We're gonna welcome in Noah.
Welcome in,
And
Noah.
I think I saw Jeffrey
Resendez, yes.
Did I see? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's up top there.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure we welcome
and Rob
him.
Fuzz, we say hi to Rob.
Yeah. It's funny because we've been going to Disney every year.
It is. Welcome in, Jeff.
And the trip that we're going, it would be as if none of this virus happened. This is the time that we would have gone. But for some reason, I can't wait to get down there. Even though none of the virus happened, we'd still be going. For some reason, I want to get down there more than I usually. It's the weirdest thing.
I think it's probably because it brings probably a sense of normalcy.
Yeah.
It's your normal, you're used to going every year, and being in Disney will probably make it feel like normal life again in a lot of ways. Even with the masks on and stuff like that, you kind of look past masks. You really do.
Yeah,
I don't really notice them except my own because it's such a burden. But when I look at people, I don't really notice the mask anymore. I'm just
because
we're in the park.
It's the new norm, really. And it doesn't seem surprising. And to be honest, I think you're right. I mean, lives have changed drastically. You guys are working from home. We're doing everything.
Yeah.
Just want something fun, and
I do notice that people are either not hearing me through my mask, or they're having a hard time understanding me. I notice I have to be speaking up, and sometimes I just want to say, get in their face, and yell it at them or whatever, because they're not. What do you think?
It's gonna be
like,
a tone.
It's just annoying. So hopefully that's not going to be an issue down there.
That's right. We'll just ignore you.
Just ignore me. Park reservation situation for the annual pass holders. I know you guys have been you guys are limited to 3, right?
Yeah, at a time.
Yeah. So
but as soon as you use one, you can rebook another one. You don't. It's not like the fast passes where you have to use the first 3 and before you can get another 3. It doesn't work like that. If you've got one available, you can get one. So as soon as you use one, you can book another.
Well, if it's available.
Right. If a park is available, and we've noticed that. Well, no, not even weekends. Hollywood Studios is off the board for all of July, period, and pretty much all of August for annual pass holders.
Right. Unless you have a hotel.
Unless you have you have to have a hotel reservation. We can't even get into Hollywood Studios.
That's what I'm hearing. It's like
I've been hearing also with booking a park is sometimes you can log in at like midnight, and all of a sudden something will free up. I've noticed
That's
that.
what the Brookharts. I've seen them do it numerous times now, where they've been able to, like at 6 o'clock or whatever, or 5 o'clock, they hopping on, and then they're getting an opening. So
and then they take off right to the park.
Yeah. So hopefully
you might want to try that.
Yeah, we did try that the other day. I was trying to get one from Mason at the last minute. It didn't happen, but I wonder if too, because you can go in and release I wonder if people are like releasing theirs, if maybe like fast passes where they're opening up because people can't go, and maybe they're like, oh, I better put this back. But Walt was telling me that if you cancel too many of them, then you're going to get blocked out from getting passes. So I didn't know that.
I think what they mean is no shows.
Oh,
yeah.
So if I have one today and I didn't go today, that's strike one.
I thought you meant cancel them online, because I thought that would open them up. And okay, so good. So that's not.
I think they mean no shows.
Okay,
I think
well,
that's
that
what they
makes
mean.
sense.
Yeah, because
Maybe.
I'm going to try something when we get down there, because I know that some of the parks, like Animal Kingdom, or doesn't one of them close at 6 or something?
Yeah, Animal Kingdom's usually the earliest.
Yeah, but it's also usually the earliest to open too.
Opens
Right.
at 8.
So what's stopping you from going in there, canceling your park, going to the Animal Kingdom, you come back to the boardwalk, whatever. I say, okay, I'm canceling that park reservation and trying to get into Epcot right there.
But you can't. You can't.
You...
See that thing you wear on your wrist? You still gotta punch in when you go into the park. You don't do the fingerprint, but you still got your magic band that's linked.
Yeah.
Right, but now
they're gonna know you went to a park today.
I don't think it'll even.
As long as you have that reservation, I'm still gonna try it. I don't care what you
try.
Fine. I'm trying it.
No, why not? I mean, I think it recognizes if you make a reservation for that day, and if you've used it, I don't think it lets you make another one. I could be wrong.
Exactly. I'm just wondering if we walk over from the boardwalk, we're staying at the boardwalk. We walk over to Epcot at like 5:30, and we do the Avery puppy eyes. Park filled up. Can we just sneak in? They might say, come on in. It's like I'm sure they have an attendant or a level that they know that they're at, saying, okay, we can squeeze more people in, or maybe if it's maybe it's like a boardwalk special or something. I don't know. I'm gonna be trying it all.
All right, we gotta welcome in Eric Newman and Alyssa Steinberg.
Welcome in, guys.
Happy Wednesday.
If it works, I'll let you guys know. Obviously,
please do.
All right, the store situation. Now, I've been watching a lot of people's videos, and I've noticed a lot of stores we're worried about, because usually I'm a store hopper as it is, because me and Sophie get overheated a lot. So we usually on between rides or whatever, especially up like Frontierland or whatever, we hop into stores to cool down. I've noticed that there's been a lot of stores closed. Is
in
it
all the parks?
Is it as bad as it? Is it that bad? Is there enough breaks, do you think?
There are a lot of areas where they don't have any stores. I mean, right now, Adventureland, really no stores. The
Agrabah Bazaar, that whole area over there is pretty much closed.
And Frontier Town, same thing.
Frontierland,
they're all closed.
Yeah, there's really no stores over there that's open. The Briar Patch is closed.
Yeah. Main Street's really the only place that has the stores, and not even all their stores.
No, all theirs are open.
I thought some were closed.
No, all theirs are open on Casey's is closed, but that's not a store. That's a place.
There are certain areas where you can go in and come out too, so you can't just jet in whichever door. There's like
that's right. There
2 entrances and some are exits.
Okay.
Specific entrances and specific exits.
And they're very strict about that.
Yeah, they are good.
Imagine, are all the stores at ride exits open, like Pirates and Winnie the Pooh? Are those stores open?
Not all of them.
Yes, they are. Name one.
I'll remember, but there was one that came out of, and they had you come out a different way.
You got 20 minutes to remember.
But it's not all of them.
I don't know that any.
I thought there was at least a couple.
Oh.
Maybe not. Maybe he's right.
All right, so Epcot.
No.
Epcot. Just thinking, we've seen videos where they're saying there's nothing open in Epcot. There's no stores open in Epcot. But we'll see other videos where that some of it's open.
Let me just tell you, I was there today.
Epcot?
There, yes.
Oh man,
there's a lot closed.
I wasn't. I worked.
There's a lot. There's a lot closed. There is actually, I was really able to see it today. There's a lot closed. And
I'm worried about the.
But is there a lot open?
Well, I mean,
Let's
I
be
would
an
say it's
half
50.
glass,
I'd
half
say it's
full.
50-50, to be honest with you.
Okay. So half
In
of them
China,
open?
everything in China is closed.
I was just
Everything.
gonna say, is there countries that
Why?
you don't even bother walking in because everything's
Well, the movie
closed?
the movie was open in China. They
It
said
was open.
Yes, but like
Okay.
House of Good Fortune,
Yeah,
closed.
I like those big
That
stores.
was always
And-
Avery's
and
restaurants are closed
now-
there too.
Now Mitsukoshi is open though in Japan.
Japan.
Mitsukoshi is
The
open.
big
Japan, yeah, but the big one in China's not.
House of Good Fortune was closed. And you know, in the back by House of Good Fortune, back there where they sell the cotton candy and everything,
Yeah.
that whole place has been gutted. Well, I don't want to say gutted, but it's
empty?
it's empty. There's nothing back there.
Wow.
I was there today. I filmed it. I'm gonna have a video coming out on it.
We didn't
Whoa.
go back.
Wow.
There's nothing back there.
Whoa.
So Avery saw a video, like we do Tip and Edu, that's our favorite restaurant, and he's like distraught that it's not open. He watched someone's video and the doors were open. So he thought the restaurant was up and everything.
Yeah.
I went online. I don't remember who was it. Adam.
It might have been Adam.
I went online. It says that it's still temporarily closed, but the doors are open. So we're hoping that as time goes on, maybe they'll start opening up some of these things. Have you noticed that? Where, maybe
Have
this
you
was
noticed
closed
any
and then later on it's open.
preparation? I guess
Yeah.
preparation of new stores opening.
Yeah.
Yes, I did today.
Whoa.
Right there by House of Good Fortune, right next to that is that little quick service.
The orange
I
chicken.
can't think of
Avery's the orange chicken place.
Okay.
Walter.
Right.
Okay. You got Nine Dragons, and then you got that little
Yeah.
place, and then you got
Yeah.
House of Good
Is
Fortune.
it Lotus
Yeah.
Cafe or something?
Lotus
I don't-
Blossom.
Lotus
Well,
Blossom?
maybe.
I
Yeah,
thought that
maybe.
was in Japan, but anyway.
No, that's
Anyway, I saw them
We know
there
what you
today
Good
putting
looking.
up. I saw them putting up the plastic. I mean the fiberglass barriers at the
Ooh.
at the cashier stand. The
That's
guy
good.
was in there doing it today.
that's good.
So I see that one being prepared today.
We can't mention that to Avery in case it's not open. That'd be a nice
but that's
surprise.
That's definitely a positive.
Yeah, that's a positive. I think that's a good thing. But other than that, most other places, I didn't see anything that I would say is preparing them to open.
Okay.
How about Ratatouille?
It's in the France Pavilion at Epcot. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's not open.
Do you see
We were
anyone
checking it out the other day.
I checked today too.
No welcome signs or anything?
putting up plexiglass? No.
No. Well, they still got the main wall right there. The big sign says Ratatouille is up, which is really good. And dude, I wouldn't be surprised if any day now you start hearing them say something about possible.
That was
It looks done. Now, I don't know. There might still be a ton that needs to be done on the inside for all I know.
Yeah. Who was it? Someone was in the Sky Ride. They said it looked 85%. Prince Charming Dev, maybe.
Yes, it was. I believe.
Said it was 85% done in his mind or whatever. Said it looks 85% done.
Right. You see what James
I'm just
wrote?
No, what? Some of those closures may change by August when the New England invasion arrives. That's right.
I hope so for your sake, but to be honest, it was super magical just being back anyway. I didn't feel, there's a little disappointment when things you like aren't open. I mean, People Mover still not open, but just being there, and I think they've done a great job with the cavalcades and having the characters out and interacting with you from a distance. I really like all the parks doing that. It's magical enough, I think, and especially if you're someone who if it was your first and only trip, maybe not.
Well,
but for people that get to go back continuously, you guys are going to have great.
Well, let me ask you guys, and maybe you can shed some light for me. We live down here now, so we go whenever. If I'm a person that's booked a trip to Disney, paying, and again, you can answer this question and correct me, paying a full price, and I'm getting a lesser experience. How does that make you feel? Or did you get discounts because of this? Because it's not your normal experience that you're getting. Look, I know we have people that love Disney. I love Disney, but I'm also going to tell it like I see it.
Yeah.
There's no fireworks. There are no parades. There are stores that are closed. There are rides that are there. It's an experience that's we're used to it being here. It's probably here in some ways. And no ticket prices are going down. So
yeah, I know that.
Right.
Well, again, we had our minimum levels of saying, okay, this is where we need to be to be able to go. I'm hearing feedback.
Yeah.
It's gonna set
First of all, we should welcome in Amy from AJC Magic.
Welcome in, Amy.
Well, our hotel, we got a good discount on our hotel.
We got
right?
40% off.
40% off the
That's only
hotel.
reason why
that's great. That's
Okay,
really good.
so that we feel
Yeah, that's
every year we do annual pass, so we are going to go more than once.
We get 2 years or 3 trips out of
Right.
one annual pass. So
Right. So that kind of I feel justifies that.
We've been there every year since '88. So
we don't. Everything's not new.
There's things that we don't need to do. There's stuff that we just totally blow off now that I could care less if I ever see the tiki birds ever again. I can some sort of things that you don't do, something you don't care about. And even though they've taken that stuff away, so a lot of stuff that they've taken away doesn't affect us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're at that level where we decided that we're easily able to go and still enjoy our trip.
Right.
It is so like a lot of a lot of the meals that we typically do every year, the majority of those are not open. Right. So that is, I think, the biggest thing that's impacting us. But it is allowing us to say, where else can we try?
We're trying
new
things.
Can we
it's
go?
Forcing us to try some places that
instead of doing the same thing over and over.
Off,
right.
Know?
So we're excited about all those new places that we're going to try.
Right. You know? I guess for me, if I had family or friends that were coming down to Disney for the first time or something like that, you can't do character meet and greets. You can't do fireworks. You can't see parades. You can't go to certain restaurants.
Right.
I'm sorry. Pick another time to come down. Not the best time.
Exactly.
And I guess that's my point is you're not getting the full experience. Now, like Wendy said, she'd still come because some of that, she doesn't go for that reason. Okay. And it's going to be different for everybody.
Right.
But if you're coming down for the Disney experience, wait till next year.
Well, that's like you said, the key word you said was first time. If you're someone that this is your first trip or you hardly, then I agree with that. But if it's like us and you where
we're down there all the time. We've been doing
this for a long. I agree. I think you can get a whole new experience out of it. We've been able to just take our time, do different things, maybe only do a couple things because we don't have to worry about it. It's just a whole different ballgame now.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got to do what's best for you.
And Amy made a good point. She asked me what I felt about not being able to park hop. I have to be honest with you, and maybe it's just me crying foul, sour grapes, but as a pass holder, I feel we've been duped because as a pass holder, the whole point of our privilege, and I know everybody hates that word, we pay for the ability to park hop and go whenever I want to go.
Right.
That's been taken fully away from annual pass holders. We can't even get into certain parks.
That bothers me more. Just the fact that it's been difficult to get passes, especially for weekends upcoming when really that's the only time I can go. Mm-hmm. That's what's bothering me. I mean, it stinks you can't park hop, but that makes more sense to me. I get because they have to control the numbers. And if you're hopping, they don't know who's going to be when and where. But the sheer fact that, you're allowing openings for other people that aren't pass holders for the weekends and we can't get it when we've already paid and
right.
Yeah, did they get the extension?
Well, right, but we only got an extension for when the parks were closed. They're not giving us an extension now that the parks are open, even though they've limited what we can do.
Right.
I heard they just gave another extension for a month for annual.
Okay. Maybe they did. They may have, and that's great, and that's something. And being the girls makes a good point. They say, "I agree, the experience is limited, but still great."
Right.
It is. But again, I don't. Maybe I'm being too cynical on Disney, but I'm not giving them a pass just because it's still Disney. I think, and they are a company, and they're a for-profit company. I get it. They're there to make money.
Yeah. We're huge on park hopping. We would always set up our thing. So
we do 2 parks a day.
We do 2 parks a day. I feel that this year that was an issue with our booking. But when we picked the one park we wanted to be in, we got all the ones we wanted. I think if we didn't get the ones we wanted, we would have been upset and feel that we've been duped. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Staying at the boardwalk and we have the annual passes and
Yeah,
they're
we're
telling me I
lucky.
can't go to the
Yeah.
park. Like,
We
so I definitely,
made the best of it.
yeah,
Sure.
And again,
Yeah.
we're down there 2 weeks, so
right.
most people, we're very, very lucky that we're able to do that.
And it's less about, for us, it's less about park hopping as much as it is about flexibility of being able to go.
So gyms
You're
were
right.
extended to 30 days.
They did extend it another 30 days.
Yeah.
Because initially it showed ours expired
Yeah, it's great.
mid-December.
Yeah.
Now it's mid-January.
It's something.
Which
Yeah.
gets us past Christmas, so that's good. I was like, that figures our annual passes renew like 5 days before Christmas. Woohoo! Now we get an extra month. Thanks.
All right, so I think I have one last question because we're running out of time
Okay.
here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But
We're running around.
have you noticed any of the disability access lines and people taking advantage of them? Are they directing people to like the exit to go through the exits? Like sometimes they would do that, like at Small World or whatever. They'd bring in the disability
other way.
people
Yeah.
through the exit instead of the fast pass line, because now the fast pass lines are all being used for a regular queue, right?
Yeah.
Have you noticed any of the disability access being used?
Yes, I have. I don't think really any of that has changed. And to be honest with you, they're not even really using fast pass line at all.
Really?
Because the lines are so small
Okay.
that they don't need it. They don't need that fast pass line to be
Glad to
used. They
hear
can
that.
use the normal standby line and they're fine. Like, for instance, with Peter Pan, I've done it like 3 or 4 times now, and I've never gone through the fast pass line. It's always through standby. Same thing with Flight of Passage when we did it, and it was a walk on, but we
Yeah.
went through the standby line, not the fast pass line.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, it's been.
I see it in your videos and other people's videos, but it's hard to believe.
Yeah,
know?
we're not ones to take advantage of it unless
No.
it's an absolute like a 2-hour wait and we know
Right, we
Avery's
probably wouldn't even
reaching
have
his
to use
limit
it.
or whatever. So I can imagine maybe Splash Mountain or Mine
Yeah.
Train or something like that.
Over a half hour.
Yeah.
That would be the key for him.
And for him, it's like successive half hours. That's what really
Right.
drives him nuts. He could
True.
probably stand one line and a half an hour, but not
Yeah.
3 or 4 in a row. Then
Yeah,
he'd start
I
losing
agree.
it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But, okay, that's good to know because
Amy mentioned that the Disney Springs seems to be busier at night because the parks close at 7 p.m. except for Epcot. Yeah, I mean that was going to be our plan. Is if we're not able to park hop and the park closes early, we'll most likely go into Disney Springs
Mhm.
and we can
explore
eat
the boardwalk
there.
more. We're gonna
Right.
take advantage of.
Sophie wants to visit Pop Century. She has not seen it, and I know she's
the
got this
Skyliner over. Okay.
Big, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
we
gonna
wanna
welcome in
take it-
Christie's Corner?
Hi,
Hey,
Christy.
Christy,
Oh,
Disney Springs has gotten much busier.
I'm
We
sure.
were there this past weekend.
Yeah, they're
meeting with
busy.
friends, and we hadn't been in a few weeks. I was shocked at how crowded it was.
Really?
That's what
It
I've
was
been
pretty
hearing
busy.
most about the
Mhm.
people not doing the mask thing. Though. How's it been there?
They've been
I've
slacking.
seen a few people pull them down like below their nose. I don't see a whole lot of it as much because we have been to some places where I feel like people don't respect it at all. So still comparatively, Disney Springs is better than a lot of other locations that a couple others we've been to. But yeah, once in a while, you'll see it a little more there than you're going to see it in like Universal or any of the parks.
The cast is getting the shaft too because they can't even go till the end of 2020, I guess.
Well, here, let me respond to this.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to respond to this. It's their job. It is their job. Okay. They are there for us, but they're also getting paid to be there for us. I work in customer service every single day. That's what I do. I'm a claims adjuster. I have to handle people screaming and yelling at me every day too. Melissa hears them on the phone with me.
Yeah.
So I get customer service, but it's my job. That's
Right.
what I get paid to do.
Should people be like that?
No, of course not. I mean,
and I would never do that.
I get it. I mean, it does. And I would be upset too if I was a cast member not being able to go into the park. I get it. But look, overall, we love it. I mean, it's been great to be back to the parks.
That's
the
awesome.
parks are still magical. They've really done a good job. The cavalcades I was really cynical about. They're fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, I'm really liking them
Yeah.
too.
So my
They're-
I have a question about them.
Tons of fun.
You gotta make it quick.
Okay,
4 minutes.
so know that they're random, but are they really random? Do they come down the same time every day? Don't they?
I would just say they're frequent. I don't know that they're necessarily a specific time. Like I can't say to you that at 2:30 you're going to see the Princess Cavalcade go by. But what I can say is that as soon as the Tinkerbell Cavalcade is done, the next cavalcade you see will be the Princess Cavalcade. And it'll probably be 20 minutes later.
And they start playing the music when it's around the corner. So it does give you enough time to come and kind of accumulate in the general area because you hear it and you know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Because my point is, I'm sure that they're not behind the scenes going, "Oh, we're going to do a cavalcade."
Yeah, no. I'm sure they have.
You know what I'm saying?
See.
No way.
Yeah, no, you'll see the Tinkerbell Cavalcade probably 5 times all day, 5 or 6 times. It's pretty frequent. It's almost like they just go in one end. It's almost like a parade. They just keep doing it all day long, and they just keep coming by. They come out the one end, they go all the way down, and when they're down on Main Street, all the way back in Frontierland, the next one's starting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But they're awesome. I love them. I think they're great. They're really good.
James
so guys, I think we're coming up to the time where I need to do some mousekeeping.
Okay.
Thank you, first of all, for being on our channel again.
Yes.
And
We'll be seeing you guys in 2
for having us.
Hopefully, we will see you guys in 2 weeks. What do you got coming up on your channel?
Well, we have Sunday. We have a Disney movie review with Dan. We're going to be reviewing Sky High. Monday, I'll be live from Animal Kingdom, which is going to be awesome early in the morning. It'll be a morning stream again on Monday, but I'll be live from Animal Kingdom. Of course, Tuesday is Disanity. I have a couple new videos coming out. I've been doing this sights and sounds of the parks kind of thing, just different views of different areas and lands.
You said Germany, right?
No talking at all.
Germany.
So I have another one of them coming out, and I have an Epcot video coming out, and it was a crazy day at Epcot. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. There was an entire land that was closed at Epcot.
Really?
Not a ride.
I heard
the entire land was closed.
I heard about what happened. I heard what happened.
We'll keep it secret.
Oh yeah, I want to see the video.
All right, cool.
But thank you for having us.
Well, yeah, thanks for being on. Serious. So we got Jim at 7 o'clock on Tuesdays. More sunshine, please. Go check him out. Go check out his channel. Run his time so we can get monetized. Mouse Talk is on Tuesdays, also at 8 o'clock. So make sure you're checking out the Sanity with Walt Melissa, and there are many other things that Walt just talked about. Before us is Amy at AJC Magic TV, 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. That is her normal time now. So check out Amy at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. She does trivia and she does other stuff. And you said you beat Avery at some of those questions.
I was able to out
a couple of questions. She beat Avery to
Avery, the Cuban American. Yes.
And we all know how fast Avery is.
Yeah.
He is fast.
Yeah.
He is fast on that.
I got 5 points, I think, from Amy.
Wow.
And half of those were a guess. I was guessing. It was about Moana. I had no idea.
And let me, Charlie, if I can, real fast. Yeah. Caitlin put out a quick message on your chat there. She said, sorry to make you mad, given another perspective as a former cast member. I'm not mad at all, Caitlin, at all, dear. It's good to have these different perspectives and different points of view. Dialogue is what's important. I'm not mad at all. I love you. I think you're great.
Mad.
Yeah, I just sound mad. Cast members are what makes the magic. I mean, the characters, they're cast members.
The best.
You are the best. Yeah. We understand that. And by all means, I'm glad you tell us this kind of stuff. By all means. I'm sorry, Charlie. I just wanted to address her.
Well, yeah, one of the things I came across, is just because someone has differing opinions doesn't mean you have to hate them.
Right.
No, not at all.
And that's kind of like getting carried away on social media, just because you can't have two different points of view without hating someone nowadays. So that's something we got to remember. You can have differing opinions and still like each other. It's not
very true.
Exactly right.
All right, and This and That Crew is on at 9 after D&G Explorers, so check them out. Tell them, oh yeah, go over and see D&G Explorers at 8 o'clock right now. Tell them it's a herd attack.
Mm-hmm.
And do Philly Crew tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, Thursdays at 9 o'clock. And Dean at the Live Place, he is your one-stop program guide to all the family-friendly live streams and on YouTube. So anything else you want to say?
We gotta thank for our super chat.
Yeah, we got to thank. Oh yeah,
Wendy.
Wendy.
We got to thank Wendy
Lou
again.
Lou.
Wendy, thank you for the
Yes,
super
thank
chat.
you. You're too kind.
Appreciate it so much. Thank you. Congratulations to Liverpool for winning the Premier League. Hooray, first time in 30 years.
What is that, chess?
Chess.
And,
I'm gonna hit you.
all right. I have no response to that. So. Anything else you want to say?
So
Anything else you want to say
No.
before we say that?
no.
All right, Walt, Melissa, how do you guys close your show?
Well, we always say thank you for joining us. Again, you always have a choice of where you spend your time. Your time is precious, and you spent it here with us, and we are honored and blessed that you did. And just take care of yourselves and each other.
And that is an awesome message. That's an awesome message.
Mm-hmm.
We try to emulate you guys with the same type of message. Don't forget to do your duty.
It's a big duty.
We'll see you guys Sunday. All right, see you in the chats.
Oh my god.
And when
Hey,
it
Ray J.
stops, nobody